Day 151. Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgan 111, and welcome back to Blueprints, where I think today I'm probably going to try to do kind of a choppy episode where I just show some highlights of interesting stuff. I need to grind to get some more blue memos, to get through some days where we can get the foundation back. The foundation is missing here, but I believe it is a blueprint, which means I actually kind of want to get it on rank 8 so that I can get the blue memo associated with it. But to start things off for today, I don't love any of these. So I guess I'll take the shelter and not have to worry about red room so much. Today we've got pink flames. And inside, the true treasure of the trove is in the house. Let's throw Cloister of Draxus up here, and then see if we can get lucky. I should have done rank 9 first. Do I have the study blue memo? I do. So since that's not going to help me, well, it would give me more rerolls, and I've got plenty of gems. This will give me more rerolls too. And I do kind of need keys right now. I don't know that I did this the best way. I'm going to take this. We can get the study again later. But now I'll have 6 dice. And some extra steps. And then, now that I have rerolls, I can try to get something better on rank 8. This door is locked and I don't have keys. This door is locked and I don't have keys. I have a silver key, which leads to a room with many doors. I forget if that overrides Draxus doing its dead end thing. Let's actually find out. It does override it. I've already done the dining room up here. Are there other... There are blue rooms that I would like to get, so let's try spending some dice rolls. Oh, Chamber of Mirrors is a blue room. And is also just super interesting. Yes, let's do that. Do I get the dice? I still do. So Silver Key and Secret Passage are 2 ways to utilize Cloister of Draxus, but continue your movement forward, as it were. Yeah, and I still have the passageway as a way out that I can get around to another side of the Chamber of Mirrors, and who knows where the blue memo is going to be in this one. Yikes. Let's just make sure it's not here in the entryway somewhere. But I don't see it here. I imagine it'd be on the ceiling somewhere. I guess hopefully we'll find out. Alright, I have a lab experiment. Every time I eat an apple I gain a star, and I just got the secret garden key out of a second music room. So I want to make sure I draft the secret garden in one of the good soil spots, I think. Oh. What would happen if you have 2 conference rooms? Would items get spread into both of them? That's a pretty interesting mechanical possibility. I'm going to go ahead and take the second observatory for now, so that I can continue improving my star count, but that could be a way. I don't want a bunch of dead-end rooms, so let's not do that just yet. But yeah, that could be a really interesting way to get tons and tons of apples, for example. Alright, the drawing room I want on rank 8 ideally, but since I've got the Chamber of Mirrors, it might reappear. And I see an apple in the study, so I'm going to eat that to gain an observatory star. Experiment successful. Here's a boudoir, so that'll give me 3 apples, and then it connects to some good soil to throw down the secret garden, so let's hope that this door is locked. Great. Secret garden. That will bear tons of fruit, and they should have all just ended up in the conference room that's just a few steps behind me, but I think I will have to backtrack through there. How am I doing on steps? I still have 61 steps, too. Okay. I guess we can just move forward for now, and we'll eventually backtrack through there. So now I'm trying to get up to rank 8 and get some of my blue rooms that I want. Yeah, I think that's my next biggest priority. So this would be rank 8. So I'll happily use a key. And now vault. Do I have the vault? I don't have the vault, but it cuts me off and I have lots of rerolls. So I would prefer to get the vault somewhere else, and I'd prefer to get the drawing room if I could. Because I don't have the drawing room, right? Correct. So let's see if I can get the drawing room. I'm being greedy here. Break room. Break room would have originally been the billiards room, which I also don't have. And it occurs to me I still need to get to another side of the Chamber of Mirrors. So let's go ahead and take this. And I don't think I need the keys, but now I need to look for a blue memo in here. And so if I were a blue memo, I think I would be in the pool table or in like one of the pool, the places where the balls go at the corners. Pockets. Pockets is the word I was looking for. Oh, no, you know where I would be? I would be back here somewhere. Maybe? Alright, you know where I would be? I would be wherever I am likely to look last, because I'm not good at this. Actually, are these the usual ones? Staff contracts are no longer kept on the highest rank. HS Sinclair and Ann Babbage are the only two on the estate with network admin access. I think these are always here, since I upgraded the billiards room to the break room. And I think I just haven't read them in a while and had forgotten about them. That said, I should go ahead and screenshot them, so video editing Brian, make sure that you actually take screenshots of these guys, because I like screenshots of all the memo cards I've seen. It occurs to me the memo card might be in the back of here, so let's just go ahead and solve it. 1 plus 19 is 20, minus 6 is 14, times 2 is 28, divided by 7 is 4. And then 1 plus 20 are 21, skip, divided by 3 are 7, plus 5 are 12, skip. I forgot to do the inner thingies, oops. 21, skip, divided by 3 are 7, square it is 49, reverse the digits is 94, add 5 is 99, and then divide by 9 and 11 and you get 1. There we go. And the blue memo does not appear to be... Yes, it is. Okay, great. The bullseye operation can trigger multiple times. Yes, I understand very well at this point all of the mechanics, but thanks. Okay, if Mechanarium went through, it would be good. Would Mechanarium go through? I have the lab. I don't think I've gotten many gear rooms, so that's a non-starter. Sauna I've already had, and I need something that goes through the Chamber of Mirrors. So we're going to be using a lot of rerolls here. I mean, Passageway goes through, but I would really like to get the drafting studio if I can. Locker room I've already seen. Den I've already seen. And yeah, this is what the rerolls are for, basically. Security I've already seen. Walk-in closet I've already seen. Library and Nook I have already seen. Actually, have I seen Nook? I have seen Nook, and in any case it doesn't go through the Chamber of Mirrors, which is pretty important. I might be able to come out of the Chamber of Mirrors if I'd gone up through the chapel. It just occurred to me. Okay, I've already seen those guys. There are still so many things in the pool. I might not be doing this the smartest possible way. But let's start using some of these rolls. Workshop I've already seen. Come on, three-way room. Ballroom. That goes through, and I have not seen it, and it's a blue room. So there's our winner, winner chicken dinner. It's going to lose our gems. Actually... No, it's pretty much going to lose our gems. It's fine. Let's go in here and search for a blue memo, probably somewhere behind the music sheets and the piano, or behind the piano, or under this right here. Where's my cursor? There it is. The majority of gems found in the house are artificially produced. Yes. Artificially produced. There's the Gemstone Cavern, there's Denny Crane's Gem Flowers. Denny Crane? Denny Ravane. That's like a television character or something. Okay, and there, I thought I saw the blue memo, but I was just seeing something else bluish. I feel like it's going to be upstairs, so let's check out the upstairs before I bring down many more of the who say what's a system of jiggers up here. I can walk over here. I don't need a third copy of the parlor. It's a very nice room, but 2 is plenty. I'll take the money. I haven't been looking very carefully yet, but we'll get there. Over here, I don't need another copy of Workshop. And I think I can't... No, I can get here. Okay, great. And I'll take your key. Little pity key. Okay. If I were a blue memo, where would I be? There are many possibilities. And I imagine all 4 corners are distinct, even though they look like reflections of one another. So I'll need to look carefully. Can you draft from the ceiling? You cannot. I cannot interact with the door currently. And I don't see it around the central podium. Okay, let's go back down and see if I can open up all the rest of the thingy-doos. So that one brings that up. And this one I think I already pressed. No, that one brings that up. So I might have to walk back around to another side, but then I'll be able to get everywhere. But while I'm here, let's see if I can just find it. There it is. Can I get close enough to witness it? That is another question entirely. There we go. If an item would be spread into the Chamber of Mirrors, 4 of those items are spread instead. Oh, wow, so that's another way to increase the spread. And so if an apple got spread in here, I'll have 4 apples ending up in the conference room that I want to go eat. And now is the time where we backtrack through it. So I need to go back through the ballroom, which is right here. And I will peek by the conference room. I'm going to have plenty of steps, and so just before I forget to visit the conference room, let's go do that next, and let's finish off the Chamber of Mirrors. So conference room's right here, so there should be a bunch of fruit. So each one of these apples is going to trigger my experiment and gain me a star. So there's 117, that should be 118, this should be 119, 120 possibly? Yeah, alright, we're gaining stars, great. Now I want to go back through the chapel and come up through the other side of the Chamber of Mirrors, which I don't need to do anymore, actually. And I don't know that I need the keys. Both of these give me a bunch of keys. This one is better because it gives me a bunch of keys and it gives me a bunch of lockers that might have apples hidden inside them. So... and I have plenty of steps. So I should totally do this. Okay, let me grab all these keys, and we'll go open some lockers and try to find another apple or 2. I currently have 11 keys and a silver key, so I think I would be happy to spend like 8 of them in the locker room. And I'm pretty sure that most of these are randomized, and so I'll just see what we get. There's an apple, nice. That's another observatory star. Experiment successful. Oh, it's an orange. How sad. Alright, I didn't find any more. I'll hold on to my last 2 keys. We do have the pump. Sorry, we do have the pool, which means I might be able to draft the pump. With Chamber of Mirrors, the chances of pretty much everything gets lower. And over here, this is my best place to go ahead and draft a 4-way room. So let's spend my silver key. And in the Great Hall, I don't know that I can find apples in there. And I don't know that I need the gems for much more, so I think I'll take the passageway. And then, yeah, like we could just pull the pump anywhere in theory. I probably am going to need the gem. Yeah, I could do Cloister of Draxus again. Actually, I have a Cloister of Draxus that I need to go draw from to get 4 more dice. That's what I should be doing. So let me go back up to the top of the map. So I should draw this room out of the Cloister of Draxus in the north. And I can get a bunch more dice again, which is as good as anything. Yeah, because then I'll have lots of shots at the pump. Okay, so over here, let's see if we can draw the pump in one of these rooms. Those are no good. Those are no good. There's the pump room. Great. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay. So, who beep? Is there a coin in here or something? There must be a coin or a key somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I definitely want to empty the pool, and I can refill the aquarium. And so with the pool emptied, I'll have access to my swim trunks on future days. And I could move stuff from the kitchen to the reservoir. I can't recall. I don't know why emptying the kitchen would matter, but I feel like I ought to empty the kitchen, because I'm not sure that I've ever done that. I think I have emptied the greenhouse once before, and I didn't notice any particularly noteworthy observable effect. So I think for now I'll just empty the kitchen into a reserve tank, and the next time we're in the kitchen we'll try turning on the sink and see if something happens. I don't know what it would be. But in any case, that's finally done. Let me check my notes and see if there's anything else I can try to usefully draft here other than something that might get me an apple. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I really need to do, and so I'm going to try for boudoir. Because nothing else would help me, right? In my inventory, I don't think anything else really helps. However, if I were to get the schoolroom, the classroom, that would also have an apple. There's a tiny chance that the library would have an apple, I think. The classroom would take a gem to redraw. Greenhouse, I don't think... the pantry could have an apple. Let's throw down a pantry and see if we get lucky. Hey, we did! So there's another successful experiment and another observatory star. Okay, I got a lot of observatory stars in this run, and we still have one more room we can draft. Did I do the outdoor room? I did. I had the shelter. And I've drafted a couple of red rooms. Interesting. Right, it only prevents negative effects, so the Cloister of Draxus, even though it's a red room, you still get the effect. Oh no, locked! I'm out of keys. Because I spent so many of them in the locker room. Well, that's fine. Okay, that was this run. That felt like a good grind. I am going to go throw a jackhammer back in a coat check and end my day in the break room. And so we had a noteworthy jigsaw house, and look at all the music notes flying out of it, and the instrument, because we had not one but 2 music rooms. That's fun. Alright, another pink flames. Let's see what we have today. No realm is considered spiritual. That could have been useful earlier. Okay, if I intentionally draw a red room from the secret passage, I should be able to get Cloister of Draxus here and earn myself a whole lot of dice based on where we are in the map. That's assuming... I mean, Cloister of Draxus has got to be a red room, right? There it is. Okay. And it's in a great spot. I can draw all 3 sides. I guess I don't currently have a digging implement, so I don't actually need to get inside right now. So down here, any old... I forgot to try a lockpick, that was dumb. Any old thing would do. Walk-in closet, I'll probably get at least a gem out of it, and also some other things. And obviously the dice. Telescope, sure. Coin purse, and here's my gem back. So that's all good. How about over here? I don't think I have any special keys, but it doesn't matter because... coat check. I could get my jackhammer out and start using it. That seems good to me for now. So there's another 4 dice. Great. Hello, Mr. Coat check person who is invisible apparently. I would like to take my jackhammer now. Thank you. So let's pop inside and see what goodies we get. Oh, more dice. That's very fortunate. More dice. Oh my goodness. It is Dice City. And coin. Oh, and there's another dirt pile. And 3 dice. Wow. Oh, and there's a tree. Okay. Video editing, Brian. Screenshot this. It's like a tree. It's like a totem face skull covering wooden thing or something. I feel like the symbols on these are probably have some meaning, and I've never really been able to get a good look at them all, but that might be the first time I've ever gotten 3 at once. I'm not sure. Okay, that was coat check, and so here is the 3rd place. And I want to save the wine cellar for rank 8, so the attic would be great just to get me some more items right now. And I'm going to have so many dice, I should be able to get a few of my rarer rank 8 witchadoodles, I think. So, drafting into rank 8. I do not need any of these. So let's use one of my 19 plus 8 redraws. I've already gotten the pool. I've already gotten the classroom. It would have an apple. It does give me somewhere to draft, but no, I definitely need something that's going to give me a left-hand turn as well. I should have pulled a few more rooms out of the drafting pool. I got too excited. The office I've already gotten. The bedroom closet I've already gotten. Drawing room. Let me just triple check. Yes, that's exactly what I want. I do not yet have a blue memo from the drawing room. So, let us find it. And by us, I mean me. I need to always remember if there's a room with a hidden passage, I should open it up first. Because the blue memo might be in there, although in this instance it is not. Aha! It is over here. Where is my cursor? There we go. Months are slightly longer than days. I feel like this is something other than the obvious tautology. The only thing that comes to mind is if months and days were in quotation marks. The word months is 6 letters, which is slightly longer than the word days, that's 4 letters. But that's all I got right now. That feels like that's gonna come back and be a thing. What kind of thing? I don't know. So I think there's only like 15 more blue rooms I need to get, so definitely the right thing for me to do is to take some other non-blue rooms out of the pool. Or blue rooms that I've already drafted, that I've already gotten the blue memos out of. This one is locked, and I also have a door over here I could be using, so let's just go ahead and do this right now and not spend the key. Kitchen, it goes in a decent direction, and do I need the food? Kind of. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take the kitchen out of the pool. And have something delicious. Let's have bacon and eggs would add the morning room, which is a disadvantage to me. I want fewer rooms in the drafting pool. And the bananas, I mean, I really don't think I'm going to run out of steps at this point, so we got the kitchen out of the pool for now. That's what we wanted to do. Now let's see if this one opens. It does. The pool, I want out of the pool. It adds the locker room and the sauna, though. And the parlor would do me just fine in terms of getting around this corner to the south. So we'll just do that. I might need the gems for future rerolls, and so we will do the gem puzzle. And for some reason, it seems like they got reset back to super easy ones. I'm not sure if it's when the foundation disappeared. Black box contains gems. This box and the blue box are empty. All 3 boxes are empties. This one's false, and this one has the gems because the other 2 are true. So thank you for my gems. Let's get some other rooms out of the pool. Foyer would actually help me because then I won't have to spend keys in the Great Hall. Although it was a little bit expensive to draft. But maybe I'll pull the courtyard as well. Pantry would be nice to get out of the cool. Spare servants' quarters would be even better and give me more drafting possibilities and give me the keys back. I don't need the keys back. I want more gems, actually. That'll be fine. Veranda would have some digging spots. And I don't really need the key, but it costs me 2 gems for 2 dig spots. I'm not sure that that's worth it. And this would have, whenever you draft another green room. So, and that is good soils. There probably will already be at least 2 gem flowers in here, I think. I might be wrong. I am wrong. I don't use the indoor nursery all that often. So I guess the soil doesn't affect the indoor nursery, maybe? Or maybe I'm misremembering something. In any case, if I draft more green rooms, I'll be able to get more gems. So if I'm short on gems, go for that. So I should go back down to the south end and draft some more rooms out of the pool. So over here, the break room. I'd prefer a T-shaped room if I can get one. I do still have a lot of, or just the right elbow. The trophy room. And that gives me gems. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So now gems are no longer a problem. And I still have drafting power both to the north and to the south. I could even get this out of the pool if I wanted to. That's not going to matter much because it's only draftable on the edges. And I won't be able to draft it from the drawing room, so I don't need to take this one out of the pool. So then let's take the aquarium out of the pool so I get another place to draft over here. Also, I get my gem back. And possibly some more. I got some more dice. That's just as good. And here's the electric eels. Is the red herring... That's not a herring, I don't believe. Yeah, I don't know. But in any case, when the water is up, you definitely can't see like the X on the ground in front of the patio thingamaboo. So you definitely had to drain the water in order to discover that. Oh, so I forgot when I was in the kitchen. I need to go back into the kitchen and make sure that I try using the taps to discover, with the water off, what happens. Servants' quarters is a dead end. So that would get a dead end out of the pool. So that's probably the most valuable thing for me to take out of the pool here. It's going to cost me a gem, but I've got plenty at this point. Thanks to the trophy room. And do I need to carry all these keys around? I certainly don't, but I'm grabbing them anyway. Because keys are fun. They make a satisfying noise when you pick them up. Okay, in the Great Hall, all of the doors are now unlocked because I did draft the foyer earlier. I had lockpicked a few of them already. And I just want to peek and see if there's any other goodies, like gems. And yeah, I'd already opened that. Okay, so then the next place I need to go is through here, where the nook bends the wrong way, the music room bends the correct way. Will cost me 2 gems, but I have the gems, and it'll let me draft one more room out of the pool. It does not bend the right way. I did not look very carefully, apparently. Prism key. I don't even... I should pick it up. There might be some weird circumstance where I want to draft another room of the same color. Okay, so I've done as much drafting as I can do. Now it's time to go back through the kitchen and go up to the top and do all the things. Okay. I have my telescope. I can re-observe and get another gem there. And at this point, gain 1 key and 1 gem for each rank. Oh! Wow! Interesting. So you actually want a late observatory. Well, kind of. For each rank. That's a lot. Yeah, look at all the keys and... Wow. Wowie wow wow wow. Wow. So, back in the kitchen, I emptied out the water, so if I turn on the taps, nothing happens. Kind of didn't think anything would happen, but if something else had, like, popped out, it would have been interesting. Okay, so just a consequence of less water. And now, what blue rooms have I not got the thing for yet? Entrance hall, I don't think we can get. Foundation could still appear. Oh, spare servants' quarters was a spare room. It's not a blue room, though, right? Yeah, it's a bedroom. It's not a blue room. And it never would have been a blue room. It started out as a white room. I've got rotunda. I've got this. I've got this. I've got... Actually, I don't have the gallery, right? Yeah, the gallery is a blue room. I got room 8, but I didn't get the gallery. So gallery is one that I'm looking for. I think I've got all of those. So far we have gallery... I've gotten a wine cellar, gallery wine cellar. Trophy room I think is still on the list, but I've already drafted it. Vault, I believe, is still on the list. So gallery, wine cellar, vault, utility closet, pump room. I did have the pool. No, I think I didn't choose the pool today. So there's a lot of dead ends, unfortunately. So getting the gallery first would be advantageous if I draft from the other direction. Oh my gosh, the freezer. That'll be a tough one. Okay, so there are a number of dead end rooms. So... yeah, I think my best bet is to draw first one of the dead end rooms off the right of the drawing room, and then to try to draft the gallery off the left-hand side of it. So over here, I want to draw a blue dead end room. And what special key do I have? Prism key doesn't work on these color rooms anyway. Okay, and I can't pick the lock, but I've got 29 keys, so I think we're going to be okay. So, none of those are any good. Clock tower. Did I get... Right, I was just looking at rooms 1 through 46, but there are other blue rooms. And do I have the clock tower? I don't believe I do. I do not, so let's take clock tower since it's just as good as any other dead end. So if I were a blue memo, where would I be? Probably up top somewhere, since there's more places to hide it, although it might be like on one of these walls as I'm going past, or on the back side of the swinging pendulum or something, or on the bottom of this. But it feels like most likely somewhere in here. So I shall look with my eyeballs. Oh dear, it just occurred to me, could it be at the room that only opens at 1:30, and what time is it? It is... actually not even 12, so if I have to come back later, I could. Oh, no, it's right here. In eclipses only appear in the north sky. Yes, in eclipse versus iseclipse. I know this, but thank you for the detail on the note. Make sure I take a screenshot. Alright, and now I have like 20-something rerolls, so let's get the gallery. Use a key. If you're not the gallery, you're not for me. What are the odds I can get the gallery in 16 rolls? It's not a common, it's like an unusual or a rare room. And I don't have the solarium, so it could be tough. Didn't I have the study? This is redrawing because I'm in the drawing room. I'm a little bit worried. I thought I had a bunch more redraws from the study. I do. And one just took over the other place. Okay. Yeah, so let's go all in for the gallery. Like, I do need both of these, but it means I'd only get one. And if they've both shown up already and I still have like 15 rerolls left, then I'm willing to go for the gallery and get greedy to try to get both. Show me the gallery. We want the gallery. However, if I see the vault and oh, mechanarium, hold on. I forgot about the mechanarium. And I did draw the lab, the boiler room, security, electric eel thing. So there are already 4 doors and this would be the 5th. That's pretty good odds that it will go through and that it might have the door I need. Oh, this is a big gamble, but it also could fail and then I get nothing. What are the odds? I think the odds are better than 50-50 that I get at least one of my goals, though. Okay, I did get the door straight across. So that part is good. I'm pretty sure the blue memo is not here, because I think we opened this before. Just in case this matters, because it still might. Oh, and I got the south door into the antechamber. Okay, so it's a good thing we had this door. So now, do I just take the vault and be happy that I got another thing knocked out, or do I get super greedy and go for the gallery? I still have 14 rerolls. I think I go for the gallery, but if I see the vault and the wine cellar come by again, then I probably have to take them. I think that sounds reasonable. But I'm definitely playing with fire here. Alright, now we're into these redraws. Could get an apple there. Chamber of Mirrors. Ha 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 ha. Oh, the foundation! I need the foundation. That's not an awful place for it. It's not a great place for it. But I could move it again. I could definitely move it again. And it is a blue room. It is room number 1. This is perfect. This is exactly what I need. And it gives me a way through so I can still try to draft another one of them. This is the best possible outcome. And I see the blue memo immediately. It is right here. And it's long. Get your reading glasses on. Despite the directory being reorganized and renumbered several times throughout the years, the Foundation has always maintained its position as the first floor plan of Mount Holly. Alright. So it's information about the development of this game over time, which I do appreciate, but ended up not being nearly as interesting or mechanically useful information as I might have hoped for. I also don't know why I'm digging up dig spots other than I enjoy doing it. So now the correct thing to do... Oh, there's only one door that I can use. I was going to say was to try to get some more things out of the pool, but I can't. So wine cellar or the vault are both the big winners. And we have a few more rerolls. I've already done the garage. It's a vault. Let me triple check that I don't have it already. I do not. So let's get a memo out of the vault. Okay, this was a very successful grind. I felt like I used lots of strategy to kind of optimize getting the most out of things, and I did, and like the foundation being drafted up here is a big bonus. Okay, so if I were a blue memo in the vault, where would I be? Oh, it did not occur to me that it might be... I don't know if we've gotten all the safe deposit box keys or not. I haven't seen one in a while, so I feel like we probably did, so I feel like probably the memo would just be elsewhere outside in the vault, but not on the back of this fellow. And I think not on the back of any of that. If I were a blue memo, where would I be memoing? Oh, it's on the front of this painting right here. The family core is unlocked only by the sum of its digits. Family core. I know about numeric cores. Family core, sum of its digits. Is there a way to convert words into numbers in a way that months would be slightly longer than days, for example? And family core is unlocked only by the sum of its digits. Family core could also be like referring to like room 46 or the throne room, or something that's like the core of the family, the core of the house, the core of the kingdom. The sum of its digits. Okay, that's another one that's going to be a real thinker moving forward, I expect, but I'm very glad to have found it. And so with this, I think it's time for me just to return to coat check and then call it a day in the entrance hall, because I want to see what happens with the entrance hall with the... No, I don't have the shrine yet. So then I want to call it a day in the break room so I have the key card moving forward. Yes. Except that one can only call it a day in the break room if one has a break room, which I do not. And I seem to recall a mechanic from Lady Clara's diary that said if you call it a day in the servants' quarters, Harley Ruota or whatever, you'll wake up with fewer steps but a dice in your pocket or something. And so I will be curious about that, but that'll have to be for the next episode. I'm going to say that I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Blueprints. Today we had a grand inn of unfathomable riches. I guess because we had both the vault and a giant treasure trove. And the trophy room. Right. Neat. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.